all. Today we're doing our 2026 action plan reading. It's a new thread that I've just launched on my Etsy store. I thought I'd do one as a sample reading for collective. And if you want your private 2026 action plan reading, feel free to check out my Etsy store. I'll link it in the description or the comment section, but you'll find it somewhere. So let's get started. Sorry about my voice, it's a little bit husky right now. Um, Also, sorry about the background noises. I live at a place where the main road is just beside my house, so I can't really control the vehicles and I can't really record late at night. So that's just going to stay how it is for now, and we'll see how my situation changes in the future. So we'll use three decks today for this reading. The first one being the standard tarot deck, and the second one is the starseed deck by Nari Anastasia. I don't know if I'm pronouncing it right, most likely I'm not, but it came in this beautiful magnetic box. And the third one is the deck which I created last year. What if Oracle, if you want a copy of this one, feel free to let me know and we can connect about that separately. All right, without any more promotion, because I know how boring they are, we can just move on to the reading for now. And let's start with our first question. What wounds are you still carrying right now, which you will be taking with you to 2026? Because life, darling, is never perfect. Okay. What wound are you carrying to 2026? I'll move the candle so the cards don't get burnt. Mhm. Some of you are not really good with conflict management, and some of you don't really know how to handle grief, and that uncertainty or that lack of knowledge is what you're taking to next year. Some of you may have lost one too many battles and now may have lost your willingness to fight, and that um, despondence is what you're taking to next year. Others of you just like to win the fight, sometimes not understanding the cost you may need to pay for it, because there are two sides of situation. We'll discuss both for now, because this reading is for the collective, so you may be on the either side of the spectrum. But some of you don't really like to fight because you have navigated one too many challenges in your life, and it just doesn't feel worth it to spend any more time and energy on things that you think that you can't have. But good competition is really how humans thrived for billions and billions and billions of years, and that's not going to go away. So sometimes it's good to fight also. So long as you pick the right fight, it's okay. Others of you, sometimes you like to win, and does do not always notice who loses if you win, and those people may just as well be your loved ones. So be careful about that. Be careful about that. Some of you may have had people in your life who may have lied to you, manipulated you, may have made you second guess yourself, may have created chaos which you didn't really think would last so long, but it ended up costing you years of your life, and you're taking that sadness with you to next year. And it's all okay, because so long as you're aware and so long as you're trying to heal, I think whatever the situation you're in is, it's good enough. And your angels are making themselves known and saying, okay, they will help you navigate uh, the next year with this wound. They will help you heal, and I feel they will offer you a change in scenery if that's what you've been craving for, if that's what you've been wanting. So that's definitely going to happen next year. It may not happen right away, and it may involve some kind of chaos with the volcano in the background of this card. It may involve more chaos than you think is possible, but it will happen. You will get that change of scenery. you will see the calmer waters, and you will get the opportunity to create the life which you so desire. I'm sorry. So, yeah, your angels will offer you a change of scenery in the next year. Be prepared for that, and they will offer you a chance to walk away from this conflict, from this chaos. Make sure that you say yes when that happens, because I do see that it will happen. Maybe not in the way that you expect it to, but yes, it will happen. The sun will rise, you will find your light. And I feel you will also discover your own spiritual gifts and abilities in the next year. So be prepared for that. Again, any awareness of any kind of gifts comes with a shitload of chaos. Very dearly called an awakening. So, um, be prepared for another awakening that's also happening for you. And yeah, I think this awakening will help you overcome these core wounds which you're carrying. In any situation, no year, whether it's 2026, 2027, 2028, or whatever, no year is ever perfect. Nothing in your life will ever stand up to your expectations. Things will always be disappointing in some way. You might as well prepare yourself for it. But that does not mean that good things won't happen. Sorry. That does not mean that good things won't happen to you or for you, because they will. Also, you will find patience. If you struggle with impatience, you will find ways to be more patient. This year, some of you will be working on anger management. That is also happening. Some of you may be working to overcome some addictions, some drinking problems. Yes, that will happen. You will find maybe a teacher or a mentor or a sponsor who helps you through this, but you will find the help that you need. Maybe not in a way that you expect to, but yes, you will. All right. So, next question is your big focus in the new year. Okay. Changes. Yeah, you'll be focusing on manifesting changes in your life as quickly as possible. You will want your situation to change. You will want changes uh, to happen. And I feel some of you will be putting up a fight, like I mentioned. Yeah, some of you will be putting up a fight against those changes. You may be resistant to the change in scenery or the change in environment. Maybe this is a change in a working environment, but some of you will put up resistance to it. The advice for you is to just go with the flow. Sometimes life knows better than you, and sometimes it's okay to trust. Yeah, some of you will be working on abundance, money, but at the same time, you can't have um like I said, you will never feel in your life that everything is exactly as it should be. I have exactly the bank balance which I wanted. I have exactly this which I want. I have exactly that I want. It's just not going to happen. It's not that I'm asking you to settle. I'm just asking you to have realistic expectations of what can or cannot happen. Some of you want your situation to change so radically, so soon, that you might be disappointed by how it does not happen, but at the same time you were surprised by the end of it to see what worked out and what didn't. Life sometimes does not work the way we want it to, but it always works the way we need it to. Always keep that in mind. Don't hold yourself back from sharing your gifts with the world. Some of you will be expanding, as in sharing your gifts, your abilities. Some of you may be doing something creative, and this is a big yes from the universe. They are very, very much excited to see you, what you have to offer to the world. Your guides are all the more ready to support you. You just need to ask. They have the answers which you need. Yeah. Some of you have um, created conditions for yourself, like I will only do this if XYZ happens, and you're being asked to challenge them. You're being asked to allow yourself to go with the flow, to start with what you have and see where things go. Again, life in itself will never be perfect, and life in itself will never stop being challenging. That does not mean that you need to stop living, or that you need to start resisting to every single change that the universe pushes you to make. Again, yeah, some of you will be resistant to this card came in a reverse position and it flipped. So some of you will uh, want to go back to how things were, but that again cannot happen because you cannot really move backward in time. You can only move forward. You can only change things to be the way you want them to, or the way they should. Not really change things to the way they were, because there were a billion other things that made things the way they were. Again, this can be anything. This can be your pre-COVID body weight. This can be your pre-COVID money, or not just COVID related, but in general. This can be anything, maybe how things were once upon a time. That once upon a time cannot happen again, it happened already. So it will be a difficult pill for you to swallow in January or February or at any point in time during the coming year. But things cannot go back in the past. You can only move forward. You can have a few things be the way they once were. That's acceptable. Maybe something was working out for you last year or the year before, that you can make that happen again, but you can't go back in time. You can't change things to the way they were. It's not humanly, extraterrestrially, whatever you want it to be possible. It's just not possible. And it's okay to remember your past. It's okay to know your lessons. It's okay to know your blessings. It's okay to know your mistakes. But things cannot be the way they once were. That's a difficult pill to swallow, but you need to swallow it anyway. Things can only be changed to the way you want them to be now. Please be very mindful of that in the coming year. Do not waste your time ruminating on how things once used to work. They don't work that way now. Life has changed, the world has changed, time has passed. A billion things have happened since then. A billion stars have died probably since then. Okay, so next you have three things you should focus on changing this coming year. Let's see. The way you handle conflicts, like I said, or the fact that you don't handle conflicts well, that's something you should change. Yeah, two cards. Yeah, accepting that life is not really fair. And I get why people don't like when others say it. It's because, well, if nothing can really change, what's the point of living? And I get it and I understand it. Sometimes things just don't work the way you want them to, and sometimes we need to accept that and go with the grain. I feel that you will maybe be working for a social cause in 2026, and you may navigate some resistance from other people around you, and you will need to really set your foot down and stand your ground and really say, this is what I'm doing. You can either be on board with it or you can't, and I don't care about if you're not on really board with me. This is what I'm doing, period. And that needs to happen. Some of you again will be forced, I don't want to say forced, but will be participating in maybe more competition, more challenges, maybe more carnivals or whatnot. But some of you will be tasting life in 2026. Others of you will be pushed in leadership positions. And again, when the opportunity knocks, you say yes. Keep that as a mantra for 2026. When the opportunity knocks, you say yes, because it will knock, and it will knock sooner, faster than you realize, and it will be far more different than you expected to be. Make sure to learn to say yes. Make sure to really put up a good fight when the chance comes. Make sure to take a stand when the opportunity presents itself, because yes, some of you will be working towards a cause. That's what I'm seeing. Some of you will be really sharing what you're passionate about with the world, and other people may not really be on the same page as you, and that may piss you off every now and then. But even though it does piss you off, probably for a reason, know that not everyone is meant to fight the same battles. There are one too many battles for humanity as a whole to participate in. And some people are just not on the same page as you. Some people have different battles written in the stars for them to fight in, and you're going to allow to let that happen. All right. So next question is your biggest challenge and your biggest blessing. Let's start with the challenge. uh Sharing your love too freely, or sharing your wisdom too freely, is a challenge, because if you offer it without um anything in return, sooner or later you will get drained. So that's going to be a challenge for you. Some of you love romantically, some of you love in the sense that you like to share all your assets freely. Some of you don't really believe in gatekeeping, and I don't want to promote gatekeeping, but some of you need to charge sorry, your labor's worth. And that will be a challenge for you to see what you create, to see who you are, to see what you offer is worthy enough. And yeah, you may feel resistant to it. You may feel that you're not maybe good enough for 6 figure, 7 figure, 8 figure, whatever, love, relationship, again, whatever. Some of you may struggle with feeling good enough, but once you're able to some of you may feel that you're not really good enough, and that will be a challenge that you have to navigate through. But once you overcome that initial hesitancy, I feel offers and high ticket orders or whatever you were looking forward to will come to you. Your biggest blessing will be your vision, your ability to see potential where it really is, your ability to discern where potential lies and where it doesn't. Again, your creative ideas, your ability to create something from nothing, your love, your ability to nurture anything and everything, to humanize anything and everything, I would say, to your empathy, again, will be your biggest asset. And it will help you to see potential. It will help you find either ways of making money or ways of sharing what you offer in um, I feel you see potential where where others just don't. You see opportunities where others don't, and you take maybe more risks than other people in your life, but that's because you can see what's underneath the surface, and this gift of yours will continue to grow and will continue to support you in the next year, and you make sure that you let it. All right. Yeah, our last question is, how will the universe activate you in 2026? And for that, we'll pull an oracle card. Dreams. The universe will connect you through your dreams. Make sure you pay attention to the signs. Make sure that you pay attention to the opportunities that are presented to you. Yeah. But this is just the end of the season. Yeah. The universe in 2026 will push you hard to end some things and allow others to happen, to say goodbye to things that are just not working out, and allow changes that would, yeah, the change of scenery I mentioned in the very first message. The universe will push you for that. The universe will give you messages through your dreams, and the universe will push you to make changes which you are a little bit resistant to make. Make sure that you recognize your worth, make sure you see those changes for what they are, and make sure you're always in your position of power no matter what. I feel the universe, through the various challenges you undergo in the coming year, will make you see who you really are, will make you see your own metal, your own strength, your own power, and this will be an awakening experience for you. Yeah, you'll feel more love than you think right now. You'll see more support from the universe than you expect to, maybe through your dreams. Dreams also represent unexpected potentials. Yeah, you're a channel through which healing energy reaches the world. The universe will deliver that healing energy to you, which you need to share with the world. The universe will also help you to see your own potential as a healer, as a channeler, as a whatever it is that you want to be, but you will see your own potential in 2026, and you will see the various ways the universe continues to bless you. And it may be a challenging realization at first, but it will be beneficial just as much. Yeah, you're here for a reason, and you will see that reason in the coming year. And this realization will again push you to make changes in your life which you're not very comfortable with. But once you overcome that initial hesitancy, things will sail smoothly, and yeah, all will be well. Yeah, you're not really expecting these changes to happen. You're not really expecting to be in that position of leadership. You're not really expecting to see your own potential. Some of you don't feel ready, some of you don't feel good enough. So all that's about to change, and really all the best of luck for it.